want to lead you through a little guided meditation. Just see what we discover, okay?
Close eyes and all that
Yeah,
stuff?
so close your eyes and just do this for a few minutes and find an alert and dignified posture where you can
feel upright a little bit.
Feel, whatever works for you. If your back's
I'm okay. I'm okay.
And just feel the breath a little bit. And see if you can follow the breath through a few cycles from the beginning of an inhalation to the end of an exhalation and then on to a new one. And now what I'd like to do with you is explore, if you will, just a little bit of the bottom side of the sine wave. So see if you can sense anywhere in your body a little bit of sadness, a little bit of feeling around loss, maybe a feeling around the fact that all things change and we can't hold on to anything. And see if you can feel what that feels like in the body. And then simply bring your attention to that feeling around sadness or loss or disappointment. And staying mostly with it, give me a little report what you notice.
This is fairly typical of how I might first introduce mindfulness. I don't make a big deal of it, and I often introduce it as an experiment. Frequently, I'll draw attention initially, as I do here, to body awareness and breath. Though with someone I suspect would be more in danger of being flooded by difficult emotions, I might start with an external object of awareness, such as listening to sounds, or even trying walking meditation, in which we pay attention to the sensations of the feet contacting the ground, as these are less likely to connect us with disavowed emotions. But if I think someone is ready for it, I might bring attention to emotions as they're experienced here and now in the body. In this case, I then draw his attention to any potential sadness, as this is an emotion he had discussed. It all depends on the person's particular situation and what therapeutic goal I'm hoping that mindfulness practice might serve.
That was a nice segment. We really got a chance to see you go through a progression of work. And from kind of a more standard introductory interview you would do with a client, any therapist would do with a client. And then at one point you kind of switch gears and led him into, I'm not sure what you'd call it, a meditation, guided meditation, an exercise, an experiment.
I think with virtually anybody that I'd work with, I would certainly start with a more or less standard clinical interview. For one thing, I want to get a lay of the land and find out what risks might be there and what their dominant needs might be. And the other thing is most people coming into therapy aren't coming in saying, oh good, let's close our eyes and meditate now.
Right.
They're expecting a conversation. They're expecting to be understood and related to. So the first part is establishing a therapeutic alliance and getting some background and history.